Hey guys, my name is Pav. I'm co-founder of Expedition and lead ambassador of Stargaze Marketplace. We also have L1 chain on Cosmos Hub, and I'm ready to start our NFT panel. Hey guys, let's make a quick intros. Introduce yourself, guys.
GM or MM. I'm Zerk, co-founder of Mad Scientist. Happy to be here. Excited for the NFT culture talk.
Hello, Joe, also known as Cortland to some people. I'm the creator of Bad Kids.
I want to introduce ourselves to this single collection which uses our PFP. It's a part of culture. I'm Martinezz. I'm Cosmos OG and my scientist team. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you guys. Hey, we have met each other last year on Cosmoverse 2024, and during last time you had a lot of changes. So please let us know what new you have reached during last year.
I can start, absolutely. Yeah, lots of things happened since Cosmoverse last year, but the community has been growing. Osmosis has developed Polaris. There are lots of cool tech being built, and I think there has been a new pivot as well in the NFT game, which is the strategy companies that I have been enjoying. So Punk Strategy was pioneer. We have Mad Strategy at the Mad Scientist. So looking forward to seeing more innovation in the NFT space as well.
Yeah, thank you. What about you, Cortland?
Well, Bad Kids never really changed. There's almost never any innovation there. But no, since last year, the new website is launched. People can now log in with their wallet and get other variations on their Bad Kids. So there's a black and white version right now. There's going to be others in the future. And so yeah, just always looking for fun ways to expand the Bad Kids brand.
Only bad vibes. Martinezz, can you add something about Mad Scientist part, maybe?
Yeah, I just want to make small note, guys. We are part of culture. We listen to everybody talk about finance and so on. It's serious, but we are do the same thing, but just with good vibes. So we are raise up our Twitter followers. We are make a lot of experiments, including strategy experiments for holding more value to our NFT holders. I mean, everything is experiment, right? And we try to experiment even on this type of market.
You have mentioned NFT holder. As I know, and here are a lot of people who are watching us online or here on Cosmoverse on Croatia, can you please explain me, who is that crazy guy ready to buy NFT for hundreds of dollars or maybe thousands, and why?
You got to be pretty mad or bad to buy NFTs in this market, I feel. But still, NFT culture to me is very OG crypto culture. I feel if you want to learn about the ins and outs of the crypto ecosystem, you should join one of these communities. They have lots of knowledge to share. They have so much experience as well in this ecosystem. It's a great way to connect and learn. So if you're interested in this space, I would definitely recommend anyone to actually grab one of these NFTs, join the communities, learn what people are building. And to me, so yeah, it's a great way to kind of connect with the crypto OGs by getting one of these NFTs. And obviously, you know, there's going to be perks and all those beautiful things. There's cool art. We have fun. We make memes. So it's good vibes, like Martinez says, within an NFT community.
Awesome.
Yeah, good answer. Yeah, I mean, Bad Kids are part of Cosmos history at this point. So it's, I think it's a great community. It's a lot of people that are building, a lot of big names in Cosmos. Probably lots of people in this room have a Bad Kid in their wallet, so it's a thing that's been around. People know it. Yeah.
I just want to say that for now, a lot of people think that NFT culture is dead, but it's not, because everything changed, and starting from 2019, for example, and now so many things changed in crypto, right? And everybody adopting, and NFT adopting too. I mean, how to say, if you hold some type of NFT, it introduces you like a core member of this chain, of this community, of this bank, if you want, if you're institutional, right? And it's a super thing to onboard users, to work with them, to sort out the best one of them, to give them self-value, not from random people, just give the part of community which hold this. It's like a marker.
I will ask you, Martinez, uncomfortable question. NFT meta is changing. You mentioned that. And can you please explain us what have changed? As I know, last year, everybody bought NFT to get some kind of airdrops or something like that. What is purpose of NFT right now, the moment on 2025?
I think everybody know about Pudgy Penguins, right? These guys got around 2 million only in Instagram. And I have a lot of friends who is far away from crypto, but they are holding Pudgy Penguins toys. And what I want to say, these guys brought so huge brand that develop and in different ways bringing on different value for NFT holders. They are doing plushes. They are doing a lot of events. They even want their own chain. So I think it could be a good start for anyone to collect core members, to collect the people who you think the same way, and to move on. After that, it could evolve in any way, right? For example, last 3 years, it was some NFTs was airdrop meta, but for now, it's a part, as I see, it's a part of onboarding new users, involving people into your product culture through image, through fun, through vibe. Nobody loves, I know it, nobody loves serious things. All serious things, all terrible things in this life was done with serious faces. Just smile, guys.
Yeah, awesome. I'm also curious why a lot of famous people are using NFTs like a PFPs, profile picture, whenever. And why it is a big privilege to buy expensive NFT and put it on your Twitter. Cortland, can you answer that question?
The question's like, why?
Why people are using PFPs as NFTs as PFP like that?
Like, why would they use it as their PFP?
Yeah.
I mean, it's, I think it kind of signals that you're part of, you believe in Cosmos. I think like Bad Kids has been a pretty good indication of like the level of interest, both up and down with Cosmos. But, I think it's also like Bad Kids itself, wasn't meant to appeal to everyone. It's like, it's messy. If at first glance, a lot of people have told me like they just thought it was like this crappy art, they didn't kind of like really, they're like, oh, dismissive, and I think that's, art should be a little divisive. But I think it also kind of signals that you're not taking things too seriously. You're looking to have fun. You're not like corporate. It was a very sort of anti-corporate thing. So I think the people that were attracted to that, actually ended up being, I mean, there were like a lot of builders in Cosmos, but also people who were like trying to have fun and like trying to have a good time in crypto.
But also you have some like very famous holders of Bad Kids. Can you give us some names?
Sure. I mean, there's like, like Josh Lee from Kepler. He, was like a really early holder and proponent of Bad Kids. Like, Mike Ippolito from Blockworks, Barry and Robo, who were on stage yesterday here. They're, I mean, a lot, as I said, a lot of people in this room and at this conference like have Bad Kids and have probably used it on their profile picture at one point in time.
Zerk, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, the most famous mad scientist holders, or the most important ones to me, is the community that we have. So if they're rocking our PFP, that's what matters to me. I guess Sunny is the most famous one, the Osmosis team, giving them a shout out are really cool. I think, on that topic of why would somebody rock an NFT profile picture in this day and age, to me, it's really to show authenticity. I think we talked a lot about institutions here, but institutions need to be authentic with a new space that they're joining. And that's why Pudgy's had so much success, and Van Eck rocking a Pudgy PFP and things like that. They want to be authentic. They want to reach to the crypto OG culture. And to me, that goes through some of these NFTs, some of this art that shows you are authentic, you know about the space. And obviously, you reach a wide distribution, right? Like people that hold these NFTs most of the time are involved in the ecosystem. They participate in DeFi protocols. They don't just hold the JPEGs. They do things. They click buttons on chain. And that's what you want to reach. You want to reach the real users in this day and age of AI where there's so many bots and things like that. NFT is one of the best proof of KYC without actually having the KYC.
Do you think NFT is only about community, or also institutions and financial sectors can co-work these NFT projects?
Yeah, absolutely. This is what I'm saying. If they want to be authentic, they want to have a wide net of distribution, they want to reach the OGs, they should definitely be talking with NFT projects. To me, distribution has been such an issue this cycle as well. So this is one of the best ways. And, we're pretty good shillers. I feel like, Bad Kids and Mad Scientists, and give a shout out to the Sloth as well. We're good at shilling. And shilling is not something, it's an art form, right? So NFT shillers is a marketing force that you would like to reach out to, in my opinion. Especially, it's almost free. We're not asking for anything. Just do some sort of collab with us. We'll shill you. We'll promote your project. You'll get a wide net of distribution and some authenticity points, basically. You're part of the, homies.
I also want to add that you have so many AMA sessions with different projects. You're making educational content, and actually holders of Mad Scientists can also get some alpha for you, and that also makes sense. Can you please name a few of big collaborations with other projects you have made during last months, for example?
Last month is funny. We had lots of Chronos project. We had Wolf Swap. I met with Leslie from Chronos yesterday. We had Crow.knife, Crow with Knife, and so lots of collabs. Just earlier, EXO, gonna give them a shout out. Yeah, collab with EXO, creating prediction markets for science questions such as, will there be life on Mars? I think that's a fun question. But again, if y'all want to collab with the Mad Scientists, we're super open and would love to promote y'all. So.
But kids, I remember you last month made an artist competition for a boat, something like that, and artists from Sausages have won that competition. So do you remember something else you had made during last month for your holders, some kind of
like collabs and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, like Nolus is, offering perks to Bad Kids right now, and like earlier this year there was like the Mantra airdrop. So there was, there's still airdrops occasionally, but I wouldn't tell people to buy it for airdrops. Obviously, like there's no guarantee that this will continue.
All right. Here are a lot of NFT projects we haven't mentioned yet. Let's speak a little bit about Stargaze. Martinez, can you name us like a good collection with very active community, but where not have big trading volume? Do you have something in mind?
I guess all collections suffering now. No, I think it depends on. I mean, I could not just choose directly with a single one, because a lot of good collections which right now are suffering because of what's going on the market.
Expedition. There we go.
But without laughing, just give us some names of good NFT projects.
I mean, I like the Sloths. I like Expedition. I'm a miss some. Obviously, Wreck Bulls, Pixel Wizards. I like Stardy NFTs, the Sausages that are coming up. There's just so many. Babu, I can't forget them. So there's lots of really amazing NFT creators on Stargaze. I feel Stargaze as well is one of the best platforms for trading culture. It's unfortunate, what's happening right now within the ecosystem. I hope they get a deal with Cosmos or whoever, because I feel they're amazing builders. They built an excellent platform that I personally enjoy to use, and all these NFT communities that are on this platform, I would love for them to survive and thrive. So to me, so many collections, too many to name. I just named a few.
Actually, we hold them all here, I guess.
Yeah, everybody holds here all these NFTs.
Joe, do you have some other collections, favorite or
I mean, the Fruitopia guys are here.
Right.
Yes. I love collections like that are, like, that one's all hand-drawn, ones that are very, like, art-forward. Like, Drama Queens is, like, another good one like that. Moon-based Dracula, which is all, like, kind of these, like, almost like EC comic book covers that are kind of procedurally put together, like, very cool stuff. So there's like lots of fun, small collections on Stargaze.
Joe, do you holding Mad Scientist?
That's a great question. I think I've won Mad Scientist.
Okay. Okay.
We got to mention big kids and after the filter as well. I feel like
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Well, I can't show my
I
own
mean,
stuff.
I'm going to shill your stuff.
Okay,
but,
okay, I appreciate it.
the Omis, let's go.
We have hundreds collections of Stargaze. We have AAA creepy companions. We have King Ken with
there we
Underworld.
go, creepy
We have
companion.
Red Pill, RPDAO with mining something, and we have so many projects in Garden, you know.
Yeah.
But let's speak also about collaborations. You mentioned that you're working together with some kind of protocols or businesses. Bad Kids had collaboration with Nalas. Why protocols and projects want to reach NFT community? What is purpose?
Well, yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, I feel distribution is key. You want to reach out to power users. These people that own a Bad Kids NFT that's worth like $500 or I don't know, you know, like a big significant amount for an art piece, they probably are power users in the crypto space. They probably have way more money than that. They do DeFi, they do perps trading, they do swaps, they do all these things that protocols want you to do. So to get that power user, it's very difficult nowadays because of AI. There's just so many bots. It's extremely difficult to filter out. Even KYC, at this point, I'm hearing there's KYC farms. So you don't even know if, you know, they kind of reach out to some people that, and they just going to bot that ICO through KYC farms. So basically owning a JPEG allows you to get that great distribution, then the shilling, the marketing power, and finally the authenticity. Kind of you're showing that you're a crypto OG, you know what you're talking about, and you're involved in the grassroots space. So that's why I feel institutions should be reaching out to us NFT founders.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you said. You know, it's a great cross-section of people in the Cosmos community. I mean, like Bad Kids launched right before Terra imploded, you know, so it was like, but in a weird way, that was like good for the community because the people that stuck around were people that really believed in Cosmos or people that were building on Cosmos. So like the community was these builders and these believers. And so, you know, I mean, I think that was part of why, you know, NFTs started getting airdrops because people were like, oh, well, this is a great way to reach kind of the most active people in the community.
I want to say a simple thing. If you remind any fintech product of banks and so on, I think probably you will remind two kind of fintech. The one when you lose all your money, and the second one you will remember some good avatar of bank. I mean, NFT is a good way to onboard new people, to involve, to connect core members and move on to the next. I think NFT is also good to be a face of product, you know, because this is the core members, this is the most active, most interesting people who dive in, trade, put their money and time and want to bring some value together.
If you want to get social support on media, please reach that gentleman. We will do it for you. Actually, people have high expectation from Cosmoverse because usually projects share some alpha, share some plans or something like that. So guys, do you have something prepared to announce, share some alpha?
I'll be you know, obscure about it, but we're always working on our MAD strategy protocol, so different ways of us to make money, to buy back our tokens.
How's it working?
Yeah, so we have a few strategies deployed today and more coming up. I think one is we've announced is on Neutron. Basically, we're part of Bitcoin Summer. It's not even summer, but they called it Bitcoin Summer. Anyways, so we're farming some of the Bitcoin Summer, Wrap Bitcoin and Max Bitcoin. Anyways, I'm not going to go into the details. That's generating yield. We also have our Hyperliquid Perps Vault, which generates 400% APR. And that was in October, where you had October 10th, where everybody got liquidated, and our vault is still alive and thriving. But we're working on many more strategies again to kind of push for that. On top, I would like to say we are planning a few more experiments cross-chain, and that will be including mad scientists and even across Cosmos. Kind of a cool way of seeing if we can onboard new community members within the Osmosis and Cosmos ecosystem through some of these, you know, interesting ways of doing cross-chain NFTs.
That's awesome. Do have bad kids something prepared?
Bad kids, let's see, alpha. So I've been actually doing a lot of animated GIFs lately, like reactions, like emotes, stuff like that people can use on different social media apps. But like, one thing I noticed is if you upload animated GIFs to Giphy, it populates to all these other, kind of like traditional web platforms like Instagram and Snapchat and, like Facebook. So not only can people from Bad Kids use like, Bad Kids emotes and places like that, but just random normies that don't know what they are can use them too. And so like that's kind of fun, just like getting them out there and having them spread to people that might not even know that it's, an NFT collection.
Awesome. Martinez, do you have something in
Yeah,
mind?
I want to say real alpha will be later when we end NFT panel. it will be cooked. Guys, everything is experiment. We are experimenting different ways. We are searching new ways to evolve cross-chain, on-chain. Our token standard allow us to have expedition anywhere. I mean, this is so interesting because each day new ideas. We are cooked. We are brainstorming. So. We are also thought about some Croatian banking collab. I know, collab with us, please. We are interested in Croatia. We love it. So, and the real alpha will be later.
Yeah, awesome. Guys, actually, I don't have something in mind. So if you have some topics you want to discuss, please, mic is open. Awesome.
What do you guys think about when like a chain launches their own NFT collection that's like, to promote it?
I feel it's a great strategy just because, again, you want to be building that community of power users within that chain that's going to be able to onboard new users or educate existing users. So by creating an NFT project around a single chain, I feel you're kind of giving it a face, you're giving it a culture, you're combining all these users together, you're building up that community. So to me, it's a great way of doing things. Obviously, some chains in my mind don't need always an NFT project or perhaps maybe a smaller NFT collection. Or you could leverage existing NFT collections like, Bad Kids or Mad Scientists if you want that community to be part of your ecosystem. But I feel it's quite clever, and we've seen so many, right, this year. I feel like that was kind of the meta, having chain-specific NFTs.
It's a tricky balance, right? Because I feel like Sloss actually kind of did it well, where it felt more like an organic collection, even though it was kind of tied in. Maybe not totally officially, well, I don't know how official it was, but it was like definitely representing that, that chain. Whereas, when it's like more of a direct kind of first party thing from a company, I don't know, it's like less organic and it's like a little bit, I don't know, it kind of takes away from the more organic nature of communities.
Yeah, you're right. Probably if you're using a third party versus kind of, some sort of artist that organically wants to create a collection on that chain because they love the network, that to me feels better than the core team launching an NFT. That being said, I think most recently we saw Hyperliquid launch the Hyper NFTs, and people love them because they go for like $70,000, so people love them.
Okay, they must love them.
Or as an example, Blue Friends from Sentinel, also another team has made that collection, and like Sentinel have supported them, so it's also like makes sense.
But it's cool because Blue Friends, it's not from the core team, and it's kind of like a third party person that really loves Sentinel. And
same with Mad Scientists, you contributing a lot, like Osmosis, and Osmosis help you, so
we
it's
love
good
Osmosis.
collaboration. I don't think core teams do have, pay too much attention to NFT, but can delegate that to some team who they trust.
It's a lot of work, right, to manage an NFT community and create new art and all that, so you really need somebody that's...
Engage every day.
Yeah, engage every day, that's passionate about it.
Yeah.
As I know, Steven from Out of the Filter is making collections not for himself, most of all, but for Mantra, for...
he has the Omis, and I think Hyperliquid, he has the Crushes.
Yeah, I mean, that one's more of a pure, art project.
Yeah,
Well, it's an artist, right? So what about you, Joe? I mean, you're so good at art. I love the Bad Kids art, by the way, so I like it. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's
yeah, but it's tricky. I mean, I would love to launch more collections, but it's like then I'd be like diluting bad kids, you know. So it's like, to me, it's like doing stuff like, you know, just putting out art on X, you know, or making animated GIFs. You know, it's like a way to kind of like put new stuff out there, but without like, you know, undermining the existing collection.
Without putting it on chain, basically,
Yeah.
but still showing the love to the people by showcasing your art.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense.
And also I want to mention that NFT not only working with protocols, but also with some social media content. For example, Expedition is co-working with DeFi Geek, who is making YouTube videos, some social content. So if you want to amplify yourself, you can not only just make a collaboration with NFT, but if you have your community, you can make NFT for them, just to have like an access to his private club, to make some private chats. And actually, DeFi Geek has made like a badge. You can meet it on Stargaze and join his community. So it's also an ability for listeners who want to get like their community private, some NFT badge or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think we had a few special traits as well for certain projects. Spoke with Toki earlier, Mantra was mentioned, and the fact is that this is kind of one of the great ways to rep that other chain without diluting the supply, right? Like, I don't know if Toki's going to launch NFTs or something like that, but at least you can show him love by creating a custom Toki trait that you can dress up your scientist, or you could probably dress up your bad kid with some of these traits from these protocols. I know, Joe, you made lots of logos as well, bad kid logos for some of these protocols.
Straight hat.
Yeah, Stry hat. Yeah, so
amazing.
lots of cool things can be done in collaboration with these projects to amplify your social media presence.
Absolutely.
So, good point.
So guys, it's a time to finish our NFT panel. Last few words, make an attraction, call to action.
Stay mad, everything's an experiment, and yeah, join the mad scientists. Huge shout out to our community, love y'all, and I'll see you in Discord or X.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for being part of this, and also, you know, like, show some love to Stargaze. You know, like, they're still out there, they still exist, they're still a solid platform.
Yeah, study NFT. It's not just only PFP pictures. It's a huge community of this. Study NFT at all. Study Cosmos. Study Bad Kids. Study Expedition. Study Mad Scientists. Stay mad. Stay energy. See you guys.
Part of a ship, part of a crew. See ya, guys.
Thank you so much. I think Cosmoverse would be incomplete without a Cosmos culture panel. So I appreciate that. I was very happy that we could get this panel together, and we'll have part 3 next year at the location that will be revealed tomorrow afternoon.